Okay, the next house we're going to be working on is called the Eldora. We're going to look at this right here. It'll be fun because it's going to have two floors, which means we're going to have 2 layers to do this. Let's get started by working on the first floor. I'm going to bump that up to about 25%. You should be able to look directly at this in Blackboard if you need to. So it's 61 feet long, 36 feet wide. Let's go ahead and get into CAD. Let's start with units first. We got to change our units. Type in units, change this to architectural, and we'll go 0, 0. Then we'll go ahead to annotation. We'll go to annotate here. We're going to modify our dimension style. We'll change that to architectural tick. We'll change our primary units to architectural and 0, 0. And let's see, we don't want that checked. We want to place it manually, and we'll go ahead and make this about 30 so we can see it really well when we're ready. Alright, we're going to want to put that dimensions on a different layer, so let's go back to the home, go to layers, and we're going to create, this is the one we'll have as be our first floor. We can go, let's do this. Let's create a couple different ones. We'll call this first floor. You can even do this. Floor 1. I don't know why. I'm going to make it that. So that one is white. We want to be able to see it. So we'll create another new one. We'll call this one floor 2. We'll make that a different color, something that we can see. We'll make second floor solid. Those will be green, at least for now. You can always change it later. We'll create a construction line. Call that one construction. We're going to change that one, make it yellow. And we don't want to print that one. It's going to create a new layer, and we'll call it dimensions. We're going to have to do 2 floors for this. So we're going to call it dimension 1. We want to be able to see that one when we print it. And we don't want it to be, we want it to be red. We're going to create another one. Let's change the name of that one. We're just going to call it Dim 1. Dim 1, so you can see everything there easily. We'll call another one for the second floor. Call that one Dim 2. We'll change that color, and let's pick something a little more fun. We'll click that one there in the 30, that's orange. And so that'll be dimensions for the second floor when we get to it. Okay, so we're ready to get started. Let's go ahead and make construction line our one we're going to work with. Go up here, create a construction line. We're going to go horizontally 0, 0, and repeat it. Hit escape, right click, go this time vertically, and we'll go through 0, 0. There we go. Alright, so now we're ready to kind of offset a little bit. We'll see here, we're going to click offset, and we'll go 61 feet, and we'll offset that direction 61 feet. So it looks like it's still out there a little bit. There we go. Offset again. This time we'll go, what was it, 36 feet, I think. 36 feet. 36 feet. Go that way. Alright. We'll go ahead and get started by changing to floor 1. I make that object layer, and we're going to click P line here. And we'll go all the way around like that. Alright, we're going to make the 6-inch walls. Offset that 6 inches. Come down here, here, go in like that. So all our walls go inward. I'm going to try to make this easy. Fill it. Set the radius so it is 0 and enter. And just going to click on these 2 lines like that. Right click, repeat fillet. Right click, repeat fillet. Now fillet's something we would use in mechanical engineering, but this way we set it to 0 and we can always get sharp corners. Okay. Let's look back at our drawing here. We have a wall that goes right through the middle of the house right here. That's down 12'4" or up 23'8". So we're going to go up. We'll just offset down 12'4", and it will set that whole thing up back here. So offset 12 foot 4 inches. Bring that down here like this, and we're going to offset then 2 inches here, 2 inches there. So we'll get that in place, and then this one in place. Go ahead and click on trim, use this as a cutting edge, and this is a cutting edge, and I'm going to get rid of those 2 sections off the end there. Alright, go ahead and click on this one and this one, and we're going to make those floor 1. Alright. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll click trim. We'll click this as a cutting edge and this is a cutting edge, and right click there. And the reason we do that is so we can go right down to the other end and get that one right there. So we've got that figured out. So now we know where this wall is right here. So let's worry about what's going on in this shop here. So this 11 foot 4 must be the inside of this room. So it's 11.4, 11.4, 11.4. So that means the length here is going to be the 12 foot 4. So let's look at this. From here over to the middle of that is 13 feet. So we'll go back here. Offset that 13 feet. Go over that far. Puts that one right there. So you can offset. Let's go 2 inches. 2 inches. And I think in this case I'm just going to draw a line from here to here and escape, and then draw another line from there to there again. Alright, so I'll erase those 2 that I just offset there, so I got that wall in there. We'll go back. Oh, look at this right up here. That's 9 foot 6 to this wall right here. So let's go here. We'll go offset 9 foot 6 inches. That wall. And so what we'll do in this case, we'll go ahead and just click copy, because we've got this wall established already from, say, that intersection there to this intersection, and that puts that one in place. We can figure out here that 4 foot 6 or something. This one's 7 foot 10. So let's go ahead and do the 7 foot 10. Let's see what happens. We'll offset 7 feet 10 inches from here down to there. So that'll establish where that hallway is in there. So what we can try to do, let's see, I'll just go ahead and do the offset 2 inches. 2 inches. And I'll draw the lines back in over top of those and then erase those lines again. Oops. And I'll click this one and just hit delete and get those out of there. Which then in turn makes it so we can do fillet and do this one and right click, repeat the fillet, and do this one and this one. So now we've got that utility room established, or yeah, right there, and we've got a hallway. So we'll worry about this kind of thing later on. Let's go ahead and start thinking about what we're doing in this part of the house over here. So it's 12 feet down to here. There may be some numbers that are a little off and a little different just because of that wall. That should be a 6-inch wall right there, actually. So we'll come back and fix this in a minute. So let's make sure we get this line in the correct spot. We want that to be exactly 12 feet. So let's type in DI for distance and come down to here, and it's 12 foot 4. So what we really want to do is move it up 4 inches. So we're going to do this. We're going to click stretch. We're going to do a stretch across, do a crossing across those things right there, and move it up with our ortho on. Hit F8, so ortho's on 4 inches. And now that should be 12. So if we type DI and enter and go from, say, that intersection there to right there, it's 12. See, it's 12 right there. Okay, so we're good. All right. Okay, so now we're good. We're back to here. that should keep everything, stretching it like that keeps everything in line and intact the way it should be. We might have to go back and fix this in a little bit, but it'll be okay. Alright, depending on how it looks. So we'll go ahead and start thinking about this room right here. And this tells us what the porch is and how to locate stuff on the porch. The 7 foot, there's a 14 foot, so these are to the windows and to the door. So we got a 16 feet here. How far across this way? So we're going to have to do the math. So that's 5 plus 4 is 9 feet, plus another 4 is 13 feet, and that's 6 inches there. So it's 13 feet 6 inches to the center of this wall. So let's go ahead, click offset, 13 feet 6 inches. Ooh, not 63, 6 inches, and offset that this way. Alright, so let's get that. It's an interesting looking room because it doesn't quite look right. So let's DI, distance. So from here to here is 13 foot 6 inches. DI from here to here. Somehow that ended up 24 feet. What am I missing? Oh, no. That's 12 feet down to here. 16 feet to there. Oh, that's why. Because we're missing this right here. So, okay, so I've got to do some work right here. We're going to establish where this wall is. So it's back 8 feet. So we've got to do an exterior wall there. I just jumped ahead. So we've got to make an exterior wall. So let's go back to here. Let's go ahead and offset 8 feet. 8 feet from here back to here. Oops, I did 8 inches. Chance to get ahead of me. Offset 8 feet. Let's go back to here like that. Alright, so that's where that wall is. And that goes across to 38 feet to right there. So let's go offset 38 feet. I'll just double check. DI from here to here is 38 feet. DI between these two here, 6 inches. Look at that. That's going to be my 6-inch wall right there. Alright. So, let's do this. We'll draw a line that goes from here over to here, down to there. I'm going to offset 6 inches. Take that line and go back this way. This line go over that way. Alright. Going to use the fillet. Let's set to 0 and go from there to there. Right click, repeat fillet, go from here to here. Right click, repeat the fillet from here to here, although that one's already done. Right click, repeat the fillet, go from here to here. Fills that in. Right click, repeat the fillet, here to here. Right click, repeat the fillet, here to here. So now we've got the shape. Now this looks much better because DI, or distance, should be 16 feet right there. Yep. So now we're good. Offset 2 inches. This way and this way. Do a line that goes from here to here. A line that goes from here to here. We'll go ahead and click on those two little lines there and delete them. So they're out. So now we're back to looking at this. We'll move on to the next video.